Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this afternoon's Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race. Tonight, we've got an open mode race here, and our four featured runners today are Simo, Winfox 470, Sandries 316, and Sailor Jade. My name is The Shades, and joining me is my co-commentator Eddie M, who is setting things up right now. He'll be joining us here shortly. But are we ready to have some fun, ladies and gentlemen? I think we are. So, ladies and gentlemen of Hyrule, I have one question for you at this time. Are you ready for some rando? We are just waiting for our runners to get underway. What kind of madness will we see here today? Where will our items be? What routes will our runners have to take? It's going to be something amazing. So let's see what we've got in store this afternoon. And here we go. All right, starting things off. Not much in the early going here. We got an early map check here on Sandries. I'm very quick, though. I just barely caught Green Pennant at Tower of Hera. And I could not see what the rest were. Meanwhile, we've got very different routes going on here. Sailor Jade and Winfox both are heading up to Lumberjack. Simo heading into Uncle, and Sandres looks like setting up for a very early Houlihan run. Not often you see these in a Link to the Past rando. Ooh, bomb drops from the Hoarder Crab. That is what we're talking about. Uncle not paying out much. Lumberjack not being a problem either, so that's a good sign. So we're in a rather slow start going into this so far. We're still waiting on an early item play. That'll give us an idea of what route we're going to probably end up going. Ooh, we got Fire Rod in the Lost Woods. Now that's more like it. Now Sandre's heading up over to Uncle. And if we didn't find the bombs already, we've got some in the Forest Thieves hideout. Not really needed, though, because both of our runners got those bombs from the Hoarder Crab. Though Simo might pick those up because he needs some bombs going into Kakariko. These guys definitely need some rupees, though. They want to make sure they have some rupees for the bottle vendor. We'll see what else we find going in.
All right. Hello, I'm here.
Welcome, Edium. All right, so both Winfox and Jade been in sync this entire time heading into Blind's hut. Still haven't found anything outside that Fire Rod yet. Also, gotta love Jade's palette there. Helps kind of stand out from the rest. Ooh, there's Cape. Not really useful at this point. And we got a bottle. Hey, Sick Kid's early in play. That's always nice to see. It looks like Sandra is going to take the lower route. Going to stop by the race game early. That should be interesting to see.
Yeah, I like this route. Sometimes you can farm up bombs there from the bushes.
Indeed. Race game not paying off. I mean, a good call to skip that one this time. Let's see what the Wells got. Just a lot of love so far. We're looking mainly. The big items we're looking for obviously are the Power Glove, if not the Titan's Mitts, and of course the Moon Pearl and Hammer. Those are the three big ones we want to get to really open this map up. What? Someone said flippers? Oh, flippers in the boots required seed. Very likely here. Did not see. Oh, there's our Power Glove from the bottle vendor. Good thing we got that money when we did in the well.
All right, yeah, those flippers gonna be required if Swamp is crystal.
And logically speaking, also for Ice Palace, if that's a crystal, though obviously they could fake flipper that if need be. But yeah, if Swamp is in play, then yeah, Boots required seed. And that's not very unlikely, given I know we saw at least one, if not two pendants in the late world.
Yeah, it looks like our tracker has marked Tower of Hera as the green pendant. And I think it having the magic powder.
Yeah, powder from the sick kid. Let's see, back at the tavern, not much there either. So we're not finding... We found a few good items. We haven't found any big ones outside of that power glove. I mean, Fire Rod is good, but still too early to really put that to use. And then everything else has just been kind of mid-level stuff. You know, powder, cape, things like that. So we're still waiting for the big play. Really hasn't given us an idea of what route we're going to be taking this early on.
Yeah, I imagine most of the runners probably just going to make their way to either the South Shore or the castle next. Kind of standard stuff.
Yeah, I definitely see the South Shore being the next big play when you got Mini Moldarm Cave to go with. And we have that Fire Rod. That will help in the Mini Moldarm Cave if they can get enough magic for it. Because that'll take out those guys pretty quickly, though that's as best as we've got so far. Hopefully we'll find something in the dam that might help with it.
Yeah, one thing we did get a lot of in Kakariko was money. All the runners have Zora money now. And Zora is in logic with glove.
Absolutely. So that might be something they could consider at this point. I mean, obviously it's a little early for them to make that call, but that might be something that's weighing on the back of their mind. Do we want to pay an early Zora visit? Is the seed guiding us there for a reason? Let's see what the dam's got for us here. Just more bombs.
Right, Windfox and Sailor Jade both going to drain the dam here. That'll give them access to one item. Simo, meanwhile, can take those gloves and check back of escape. This is one of those checks that's kind of easy to forget, and it doesn't really route very well with anything, so it can be...
Sword and lamp. Definitely, I think Simo made the right call there.
Yeah, for sure. And with that small key, we can go right to Dark Cross and get that out of the way.
Yeah, he's definitely following the logic on this one, and I think that was the right play. Now, that doesn't mean that the Mini Moldarm Cave couldn't pay out as well. We'll have to see here in a minute. It looks like Windfox will be the first one to finish up, but Sailor Jade literally right behind. Let's see. Not much. A lot of money, but we've already got plenty of it at this point. Yeah, Mini Moldarm Cave not paying off. Dark Cross not paying off either.
All right, so with that lamp, we can, logically, we can get up to the mountain, although there's not that much we can do up there right now.
No. The other big thing is we could do most of Eastern Palace. We could get almost all but the boss itself, so that might be something worth considering, because there's sometimes a good amount of items hiding there. But it looks like Simo might be making the escape play. Gonna check the front end. Not a bad call.
Yeah, the other thing that's now fully in logic is Aga. Although, without a Moon Pearl, we can't really do much in the Dark World, so I don't think the runners are going to be, going there anytime soon.
No, that's gonna be a last resort if they do not find the Moon Pearl, because there is still the distinct possibility that the Moon Pearl could be on the Pyramid Ledge, but that is not something you want to think about until you've exhausted pretty much everything else.
All right, so looks like Windfox decided to save and quit out of Ice Rod Cave. Sailor Jade, on the other hand, is going to go for a fake flipper here.
Neither of which are bad calls. We haven't seen much out of the escape yet, admittedly, but then again, that back of escape will come into play. We know that for a fact. But let's see if Sailor Jade's gamble pays off here. Gonna start. I don't think we've seen what's on the on Lake Hylia Island yet. Not much there, thankfully. That might not be. That's something they don't have to worry about, especially with the flippers being on the library. They do not want to have to worry about checking that as well. But it looks. Oh, Sailor Jade though takes a death.
That's real unfortunate.
Yeah, that's gonna make her think twice about going back and doing that again.
Yeah, she's gonna go to the castle instead, and this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, though the castle escape has not paid off. I think we're down to our last chest, and we have not found anything of value in outside of the back end. We'll see if the Chain Guard Knight's guarding anything. What's in Zelda's treasure chest? That's the last big call. No,
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Wow. Again, back of the escape's the only real value in the castle. This is really starting to make that Aga play look a lot more tempting. Again, we still have the Eastern Palace and Sir Hoskell's Closet. We still have Agina's Cave, and as you mentioned, Death Mountain is available. There's only 2 items you could get there, Old Man and Spectacle Rock Cave, but that's still 2 item locations, and again, they're going to save that Aga play until they absolutely feel they have to.
So I see a comment in chat. Someone says, all this cash is screaming scamfish, meaning Zora. The money actually is not taken into account by the logic. So just because you see a lot of money doesn't mean Zora necessarily has anything. And on the other hand, you could also get almost no money and then be required to farm up for Zora.
Absolutely. But I can see the mindset of that idea. It's like, wow, we got a lot of money for an early Zora. It might be a good idea to check that. Even if it ends up being nothing, it's just kind of that feeling like it's telling you to check Zora.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a superstition, I guess.
Yeah.
This players just kind of trading places a bit here. But I imagine we're probably going to see an Eastern or Death Mountain play in the next minute or 2.
Yeah, I definitely could see that. And again, we still have the Agina's Cave, that one-off location that a lot of runners tend to forget about. And I've seen so many times, you leave that one location behind, whether it be like Agina's Cave or Catfish, you leave that spot open too long, and it ends up having something. I could not count how many times that's...
All right, Wind
Looks like
Fox. Sorry, remembering to check back the escape. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, looking at Sandra's, it looks like he might be going for the fake flipper. He might be able to pull off something here. And again, if he goes to Zora and Zora's got something, this could be huge.
Yeah, and that would be really unfortunate for Sailor Jade, who attempted to go there earlier.
Ooh, Sailor Jade tried to hit the Chain Guard Knight, but the Green Guard took it instead. Thankfully, she had another pot, so she was able to get the key, even if it doesn't pay off in the end. All right, let's see if Sandra's has better luck here. He's going to check Hobo first, obviously passing by Lake Hylia to make sure there's nothing there. But then the Hobo, and then probably Zora from there. Now, obviously, they don't have the Moon Pearl, so they cannot do the water walking trick, or at least the old water walking trick, to check Waterfall Wishing.
And Sailor Jade heading to back of escape now, so all our runners going to have the full sword and lamp and cape Aga kit. And while we do finally see Hobo from Sandra's, and that is just a red rupee.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It was out of logic, and more often than not, out of logic plays like that don't tend to pay off as often. So really not surprising there. But still, ooh, take a look at Simo. He's heading up to Death Mountain. This could be an interesting play here. Oh, and Wind Fox making the Eastern play. So we're getting 2 big checks here coming up.
Yeah, I think I like the Eastern play a little better just based on density of items, but the Mountain play is also quicker, so I can understand doing that too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that works out both ways, either very quick or very dense. Either way, you're going to get something of value out of this, hopefully. Thankfully, we don't have to talk to Sir Hasala because we already know where the... Ooh, Bombos from the old man and Mirror over in Sir Hasala's. God, they're both, in a way, paying off.
Yeah, it's going to be a little unfortunate for Simo, who is going to have to make an extra trip up the mountain because he doesn't have the mirror. We are going to see Zora from Sandra's, though. We saw nothing on the ledge. I think that was a red rupee as well. Sandra's also not able to check the waterfall cave. You need the flippers or the moon pearl to fake flipper in.
And, oh, scammed again. Life lesson there from for Sandra.
Yeah, just a 10% return on your investment there.
And through all that, I did not see what was on Spectacle Rock or Spectacle Rock Cave.
I think
we might be seeing that from Sailor.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything.
All right, well, let's see what Windfox is going to find here in Eastern Palace. Not much out the gate, finding dungeon items, and Sandra is now following suit, as is Simo, it looks like. All of them heading to Eastern.
Yeah, so I think we've narrowed our choices. Well, no, with that mirror, we do have Hera full clearable now. So we got Hera.
That's true.
And that green pendant turning could be something.
That's always a very distinct possibility. That green pendant can be very tricky at times.
So Sandra's making an interesting play here. Finds the mirror and decides not to go into Eastern, and I assume going to go straight up to Hera now.
I can see the logic behind that thought. He's basically going where the items are telling him to go, which is not always a bad call there. You know, follow the logic. The logic will guide you there.
Yeah, definitely it kind of shows a bit of difference in routing styles. The more aggressive routing that we see from Simo and Sanders here, going straight to where the items are telling you. Windfox being a little more thorough and clearing out Eastern.
Yeah, not finding much, though. We've only been able to find bombs, I think, so far in Eastern Palace, so that's pretty telling.
Yeah, so it looks like we didn't even get the big key. That's going to be in its vanilla location. I was hoping we'd get a Dark World map check. That's one of those things that's kind of easy to forget. When you're heading up to Hera, you do have a little opportunity to get that early Dark World map check in.
Indeed. All right, Simo starting his run over in Tower of Hera. Oh, early small key. That's never a good sign. Ooh, and the big key as well, so we don't have to do a basement run just yet, but there's a very good possibility. If we find all the dungeon items upstairs, that means there might be an item in the basement, so they're going to have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, and with no hook shot, Hera pot is not available, so we got to climb up the old-fashioned way.
All right, let's see what's in the big chest in Eastern. Final chance for item. If we find an item here, this will be really good. Oh, hammer in the big chest at Eastern. Windfox made the right call.
That is huge, especially if there's no bow available. That would mean that it's a required Eastern double dip.
Yeah. And we now already can confirm there is an item in the basement because we have found both dungeon items in the top of Hera, map and compass in the same room. And that means there's still 2 items left. One will be on Moldorm and the other will be in the basement.
Oh, and we did have a Dark World map check there on Sanders' side. I think that was pendants at Pod and Swamp, although I'm not 100% on that. And yeah, that hammer kind of kills our Aga chances almost entirely. Now, there is still that possibility of a Moon Pearl on the Pyramid situation, but that's it.
Indeed. Simo now going to take on Trolldorm, going to have to rely on fighter sword strats. Not the pretty much worst case scenario for him here, so he's going to have to be very careful.
Yeah, I mean, if we at least had the boots.
Oh, and Trolldorm strikes.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we at least had the boots, it's a little easier because you can use dash strats, but Fighter Sword without the boots, that is a tough fight. And Sailor Jade also making her way through Eastern will be rewarded with that hammer.
Now, with that hammer, Windfox has... Sure enough, he is prepping for the basement run. Windfox going to be right behind. He's heading into Tower of Hera now, as Sandre is about ready to take his run at Trolldorm. Let's see if Trolldorm plays nice with him this time. Ah, gotta love those coffee break strats there on Simo's end. So Jade now heading there. All of our runners converging on Tower of Hera at this point. Down goes Trolldorm for Sandres. No trolling on his part. Let's see what the basement hides. And just some more love.
All right, so with no hammer, Simo is done up here. So we are looking towards probably Paradox Cave or Spiral Cave for our Moon Pearl. Although Agina is still a possibility that no one has gone to yet.
Absolutely. And also, let's bear in mind, we have Hammer and Powder. Magic Bat is also in play. Plus, we still have that green pendant now, so Sir Hassela has something. In fact, it looks like that might be where Simo's heading next. Let's see what the old man's got. Nothing.
All right, so Hera not paying out at all. But Sailor Jade actually passing over Hera. Interesting play here.
This might actually, considering we know Tower of Hera is a dud, this might actually be a good play here.
Yeah, now there's a pretty good chance she may end up coming back for Hera later on. But for now, she's definitely going to be the first one to check out East Death Mountain.
Indeed. Get your resident sleepers in chat. We've got a slow spiral cave going on here. All right, let's see if it pays off. Nope, just some more cash.
Uh-oh. Look where Sanders is heading.
Oh no, Sandres, are you taking the gamble? He's gonna make the gamble. Oh no, Sailor Jade takes a death on EDM.
Oof, that is really unfortunate. That is a long hike to get back there.
Yeah, considering we have to go all the way back around. Oh, she's just not having much luck, unfortunately.
Okay, Sanders actually hasn't done front of escape, so this makes more sense. I was worried he was going to Aga for a second.
Same here.
All right, Simo now in Eastern as well, so gonna get that hammer.
Ooh, clever trick by Windfox using the cape wall trick where you can hold on to the wall and it does not drain your magic. Made it a lot easier for him to survive that gauntlet of tiles, so good call on that. All right, so attempt number 2 for Sailor Jade. She's going to go back in. Going to skip the spiral cave this time since she's already been there. Saves her a little bit of time, and now she's got to get past the Tektites.
Yeah, again, take the back door into Paradox Cave here, which you can only do with the mirror to delete this block using the block erase glitch.
Always very handy when you can just skip past all of that. Don't have to go all the way around. And let's see if Paradox Cave... Ooh, we got Literacy. That opens up a couple more checks. That opens up Desert for the most part.
Yeah, and we can go check the Ether Tablet too, although we'll need a Master Sword to actually get that item.
Yeah, we can only see what's on the tablet to see if it's worth coming back for later.
Oh,
be a little careful. He's been able to... Oh, Sandres is making the gamble. He's going to Aga.
And this is...
Let's see.
Ooh,
someone called Phantom Ryu because that's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
Indeed, but no sign of that Moon Pearl. So it's either going to be Agina somewhere in desert or on that pyramid ledge.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Sandre's made the right call after all. Again, let's not forget, Magic Bat is also still in play. It looks like Sailor Jade's going to head back to Hera, or might be even checking that Ether Tablet on the way. Oh, and Sailor Jade going to check that Ether Tablet. Let's see what it is.
It's Boots.
Oh, no! It's the Boots! Boots are on the Ether Tablet!
Well, that's going to give us access to those flippers. Although we still have to find that Master Sword somewhere.
Oh, man. Well, that's some really good information for Sailor Jade, now knowing that the Boots are there.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a trip to get up there. You have to climb up the mountain, and the boots are one of the items you kind of want to have to make that mountain climb faster, but that's not going to be happening in this seed.
No, definitely not. But she is going to head to Desert, as is Windfox. Again, they are both pretty much in sync, which they've been pretty much most of this race. They're both going to check Desert. Since they have that book, they're going to probably stop by Agina's Cave first. They might check the Desert Ledge. But at the very least, they're going to probably head into Desert and clear most of that out, unless, of course, the torch is boost locked. All right, let's see what Agina's guarding here. Nothing.
Yeah, just a vanilla heart piece.
And now Simo heading up to Paradox Cave, going to be getting all the lovely, lovely items as Sandra's now about to face off Aga. Let's get your guesses in chat. How many blue balls we got tonight, folks?
I'm going to give the boring answer of 3, since that is statistically the most likely.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2. Of course, first shot's always guaranteed to be a returnable shot. And there's 1.
I really liked that synchronized opening of the Desert Palace. They were almost exactly in sync.
And already we're at 2 blue balls. And now this is going to be the lightning shot, followed by another guaranteed return shot. There's the small key there in Desert.
Yeah, so we're not boots locked yet.
Depends on the big key or if there's a required item up there. Oh, nope, there's the big key. And there's 3 blue balls for Aga. Nothing in the vanilla big key chest. And it looks like 3 blue balls is the count for Sandres. He is off to the Dark World.
Windfox remembering to use that mirror to get back to the front of Desert is a little quicker. Sailor Jade kind of forgetting that. And not checking the torch? I would have at least checked it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the other required item. Neither is Sailor Jade. She's skipping it as well. They might be checking on the way out. Figure might as well.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. And it's just the map, so Desert is full clearable.
And I did not see what was on the pyramid ledge, but it was obviously not the Moon Pearl. And Sanders is heading, gonna go over towards Eastern. You cannot get into Pod without the Moon Pearl. Kiki the monkey will not follow you.
So I don't know what Sandres is doing here. Oh, he's gonna mirror over to Eastern, but again, not gonna pay off the way he was hoping for here.
Yeah, he's gonna feel pretty bad when he finds that hammer.
Oh, and Jack confirming it was a piece of heart on the desert ledge. Or no, pyramid ledge. That's pyramid ledge. I don't think we've seen what's on desert ledge.
It was a shield on desert ledge, I think.
That's right. Yeah, I did see that. It was a shield. Don't think our runners are going to go out of their way for that.
Sanders having to deal with these more difficult red guards because once you kill Aga, the light world becomes a little more dangerous with some more advanced enemies.
All right, so Windfox can be the first to fight Land Molas. And he's got the fire rod, so I'll make it a little easier as long as he's careful with his fire rod shots. And already he's out.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not using the hammer here. Hammer does a lot more damage than the fighter sword.
Probably doesn't feel comfortable because you got to get real up close and personal with these guys when you use that. Though Sailor Jade going in a lot braver on that regard. And it also pays off. She's the first to take him down, and oh, the final arrow.
Okay. What's left? What are we missing?
Magic Bat. That's literally it.
That is it, yes. Okay, so it's a bit of a hike to get there. Closest start is the Sanctuary.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I've got my personal tracker up right now. I've marked every item we've found and every location we've checked. Literally, the only thing that has not been checked by any of our runners is Magic Bat. We could check we could check Pedestal, but obviously we're not ready to get that. And it's safe to assume that there's not going to be anything on the Pedestal as of yet. But yeah, Magic Bat has to be the play.
Sailor Jade's not headed there. Maybe this is a play towards Zora?
Yeah, I don't think she's... Yeah, I think this is a Zora play. She hasn't checked this yet. And Windfox going to go turn in that green pendant. Going to be disappointed with what he gets there.
Okay, where's Windfox going?
Good question.
And there's that hammer for Sandris. And is Simo going to be the first one to go check Magic Bat?
It looks like they might. He's on his way there.
Sailor Jade going to get that 90% scam. Sanders making his way over to Desert. A little behind because of that Aga play, unfortunately.
Yep. All right, here it is. Simo in Magic Bat Cave now. It's almost pretty much guaranteed. If this isn't Moon Pearl, it's going to be something that leads him to it, but there's not many other items left that could be that could guide him that way. What does the bat have? It is indeed the Moon Pearl.
All right, so this seed finally is now wide open. We got a lot of stuff we can do. But I think being already in Kakariko, it makes a lot of sense for Simo just to go straight to that Dark World portal. We can Skullwoods and Thievestown both are full clearable right now.
Either one of those could be good plays, especially considering that both of them, I believe, are crystals.
It looks like Simo probably going to be making a play for Skullwoods, getting a red potion there just in case.
And considering Simo has both Book and Mirror, if he does Skull Woods, he could consider doing a pet check.
Very true.
I'm sure that's something our audience would love to see. They loved getting those pet checks. Now Sailor Jade's got her Moon Pearl as well. Oh no, Windfox is going to Aga.
Oh no. Has he forgotten about Magic Bat?
He must have.
Oh,
all right.
It's two runners now that have taken the Aga bait, unfortunately.
Yep. Fall into the Aga trap, and Simo not wasting any time going straight to the back end of Skull Woods. I actually like this play. Wait a minute. Sailor Jade. She's not wasting time. We got a pet check incoming. What's on the pedestal? Just couch cash. Pet is dead. Oh, shout out to the Speed Gaming France community who just joined us in here with the 54 party.
Okay, Simo, gonna check this first chest here. Makes sense. You're gonna check it anyway when you do Skullwoods back to front.
And I actually like this play doing the back end first, because if both items are in the back end, which is very now likely, all things considered, you can skip the front end of Skullwoods completely and not have to worry about it at all. And with now we've only got one item left to find.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's our full map check here. Red pendant at Swamp, blue pendant at Pod, crystal 6 at Ice.
Ooh, Sailor Jade taking some bumps. I think that enemy popped out of a bush on her. Very rude.
Oh, I hate when they do that. So she's going to check Village of Outcasts to start off with, skipping Skullwoods for now. Checks out the chess game, finds nothing there.
And Simo passing up on that fairy. I I probably would have grabbed that when you're heading into Mafia on a fighter sword.
Yeah, you definitely need all the help you can get doing Mafia with fighter sword strats, especially since he doesn't have half magic, so he's not going to have enough. He may not have enough magic unless he's very good with his shots. Blue Male over in the brewery,
That's a
extra
great
defense. Yeah, they got a decent amount of health, but some extra defense certainly will help as Simo takes on the Big Moth. But see, Simo did get a red potion. That was a good call on that one. He needed.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of bumps here, so this might not be enough. We'll see.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Spikes come from all directions. Plus, if Mafia hits the spikes, that negates the damage. So, and with only fighter sword to work with, he's gonna have to be very, very careful.
Ooh, a nice hammer hit takes him out.
Nicely done. Drops the map though, so he's gonna have to dig a little bit deeper. But he does get his next crystal.
Sailor Jade, meanwhile, diving into Thieves Town here.
Yeah, we got 4 items in the front. Unfortunately, already found the compass, so not gonna have to keep digging further into the back. Thankfully, we have the hammer, so even if we do have to check the big chest, we can do so. Hey, there's our Master Sword. That's what we're talking about.
All right, that is going to give us access to those boots. And Sailor Jade is currently the only one, I think, that knows where the boots are on that ether tablet.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else checked that ether tablet, so that's going to give her an advantage.
Ooh, Titans Mets. Thieves Town loaded right now.
Indeed.
And Windfox about to get the bad news that this Aga play was complete waste of time.
I think Simo found the other item in Skull Woods, but I don't think it was anything of value because they are out. All right, he's going to check Bumper Ledge. Nothing there. Looks like his next stop's going to be Graveyard Ledge.
All right, Windfox headed in the right direction now. Graveyard Ledge, this is one of those really slow checks that a lot of runners like to skip. So if you find something here, that can often be a big advantage.
Absolutely, definitely not a bad call.
Yeah. But on the other hand, a lot of times it's nothing, and you just wasted like a minute.
It's best if you can route this in with King's Tomb, if you can get both at the same time. Ooh, but this time it looks like it might have paid off. We've got our 3rd sword upgrade.
Yeah, very nice find there.
Since he'll inevitably have to do Thieves Town, he's gonna get Tempered Sword by the time he gets there. That may not really have so much help with Thieves Town, but it will help with some of the later boss fights he's gonna have to deal with. So that's definitely a good find to have. And, oh no! Windfox ran out of magic. Didn't have enough for power. Oh no, he got the Moon Pearl. He got it.
No, I don't think he did.
Oh.
He's running up to the potion shop to refill on magic.
Yeah.
This is
Sailor Jade picking up the maiden now. Yeah, Sailor Jade picking up the maiden does not have the small key, which likely means it's locked inside the chest, and Blind has the last item.
And yeah, one thing that Windfox must have forgotten about, you can actually fake powder with the real powder if you're out of magic. It works exactly the same way as with the mushroom. So we could have done that.
Oh well. Sailor Jade now taking on Blind. Now, thankfully, with the Master Sword, even though it takes the same amount of hits, no matter what sword you have, the only distinct advantage to having a higher level sword is that it gets an extra pixel of length, which doesn't seem like much, but it can make the difference in planning your route. Takes out Blind without too much trouble. Only gets 50 rupees, but hey, we got plenty out of Thieves Town. I don't think she's complaining at this point.
Yeah, for sure. So I think the logical play here for Sailor Jade, well, no, she's not going to do that. She's going to save and quit.
Yeah.
I was going to say she should do Smith Chain and head down towards Hype Cave, but she's got something else in mind. She wants to get those boots.
She's got the Master Sword, or she's got a Master Sword now. Get those boots. Plus, this actually might work out in her favor because that means she'll do King's Tomb on top of Graveyard Ledge, which means not only will she get that Tempered Sword, most likely, she will be able to get whatever's in King's Tomb, and if that ends up being something, that's going to be a double win.
And there is that Moon Pearl for Wind Fox. And he is not happy about the way this seed has gone so far.
Can't say I blame him on that one.
All right, Sanders getting Alamo down, so all the runners now on the board with at least one crystal.
Yeah, but Sandres is way behind because he still hasn't gone to get that Moon Pearl. And Sailor Jade now getting ready to pick up Das Bull. What are those?
It looks like she's going to head over and check out Dark Death Mountain. Makes sense. You've already climbed up the mountain. You might as well go over here. You're going to be isolating a few checks in Hookshot Cave, unless she's capable of hovering. But at the same time, she's also going to get that information about the Turtle Rock Medallion. And if that's Bombos, we can actually go inside Turtle Rock right now.
Yeah, you might not consider it because you're installing the Ice Rod, but nope, it's Quake. So we're not touching that.
Yeah, but it is good to know that information.
Now, what Sailor Jade could do is she's going to try to check the first chest because that you can get across by bonking.
Just a heart piece there.
And Sandre's finally getting his Moon Pearl. Everyone is now finally caught up on that regard, but he's got a lot of catching up to do at this point. Sailor Jade now checking out Super Bunny Cave. Not finding much there, sadly.
Yeah, but picking up those boots definitely going to help her clear out a lot of these overworld checks much quicker. First going to stop at King's Tomb. Now she's doing this from the light world, so she's actually not going to be able to get that sword from Graveyard Ledge unless she goes back for it later.
I'm not a big fan of this play. I think it's better to do them both at once, get them out of the way, and gets a V-Torp for it.
And nothing too exciting, but we do still have Bonk Rocks. And has anyone checked the Lumberjack?
We've checked the Lumberjack Cave. There's nothing there.
And she can also get those flippers.
You know she's going to be going for those first chance he gets. Let's see what the Bonk Cave's got for us here. Nothing much.
Yeah, I see chat wondering about the colors on Sailor Jade screen. That is palette shuffle. Normally we don't like to have palette shuffle on the restreams, but it's kind of my fault. I forgot to tell the runners not to use it, so you can blame me for that one.
Everyone has their off days. Lord knows I've had my fair share of bad of off moments.
All right, we're finally getting some of these Southern Dark World checks on Simo's end. Starting off with the dig game, and that is a Rupee Horde.
Yeah, early, very fast Rupee Horde too. Not bad at all.
And we do see that second item in Skullwoods was just another bottle. So not really anything worthwhile.
No, looks like Simo might be getting ready to run the Smith chain. Got to take Jeremiah home. Probably will take the purple chest along the way and check stuff like Old Stumpy and Mirror Cave. Oh yeah, also gotta check Peg Cave. We've got that in play too.
Yeah, without those boots, Simo's got to do this the slow way. And nothing inside Peg Cave.
All right, so let's see what Simo finds here. What are the Smiths building this time? Yep, just doing some counterfeiting.
Yep. Sailor Jade releasing that bee in order to catch a fairy. So that bee is going to be following her around for a little bit. Simo, meanwhile, toting that purple chest along. We got a K45 and Stumpy to check on the way. And then we also got the Bombos tablet and Pipe Cave.
Definitely a lot of checks. They're very good routing here. Ooh, Ice Rod.
Nice.
That's what we're talking about. That is very nice. And
so, not a trolley Ice Rod today. Going to be, I think everyone will be checking Stumpy sooner or later.
Oh, yeah. That's one of those checks you almost always make, especially if you're doing the chain like this. Oh, and Flute in the Mirror Cave.
Okay, Flute is definitely required. That's going to open up the Mire area. And if Mire's Bombos, we can actually full clear it. Well, they'll need to get the boots or the hookshot to actually get into Mire. But we do know where the boots are. Sailor Jade has them.
Indeed, and Windfox and Jade both taking out their respective bosses pretty much around the same time. Very nice setup.
And it is time to see what's in Hype Cave.
Hyper Gripe time. Don't have many items left to find, but there are still a few, so we might find something, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Let's see. Ooh, not a good start. Sandra is about to check the ped, see disappointing there. More money. Ooh, red mail, that's not too bad. Ooh, blue cane. I'd call that, I'd say about a 4, maybe a 4 out of 10. The items are decent, but nothing progressive.
Yeah, I'd give that maybe a 1.5 out of 10. The red mail is kind of nice. The blue cane doesn't really do much for us because we already had the cape anyway. So overall, not really very worthwhile.
Yeah, I'd say depending on your preferences, maybe 3 or 4 out of 10 at best. It's not a trash cape, but it wouldn't exactly call it a hype cape.
All right, next up for Simo is that purple chest. It's got a
From one
fetch quest.
fetch quest to another. So he is going to stop and check the Bombos tablet. Again, very efficient routing here from Simo. That is one thing that'll make the difference in a run. It's always about what routes you take, what gambles you make, and which ones pay off. Efficient routing is definitely a part of that. Not much there, but yeah, if you can plan your routing to check multiple spots at a very quick succession, it will save you a lot of time, even if you end up getting a lot of trash. I've seen runs where a person can almost check every location and still end up beating someone who checked maybe who missed several of those checks because they were just much more efficient.
I think Sailor Jade has miscounted items in Skull Woods because she's still checking.
Yeah, I get the feeling either that or she just didn't check a certain location and didn't get the item. So you're going to immediately check that dig spot.
Yeah, and you can route this dig spot on your way to go to Kakariko to activate the flute, so this is kind of nice.
Ooh, half magic.
Half magic's
You still
pretty
got plenty
nice.
of uses. Yeah, at this point in the race, I think that's a pretty useful item. I mean, we still have quite a few locations where magic's required, so getting that now, not a bad idea.
Yeah, we haven't touched any of those more difficult dungeons like Ice Palace, Mire, and Turtle Rock. So having that extra magic is really helpful for those locations. Sailor Jade having trouble with the bomb jump there, so decides to go around and pull the switch and just gets a key out of it.
Everyone rise for the Length of Past national anthem. And ladies and gentlemen, the goose is loose.
All right, Sandra's skipping out on Thieves Town, so not going to have those Titans mitts, but is going to get the boots here from the Ether Tablet.
And will help. Asimo now heading into the Mire area. You can see what medallions required for that, and we can check the Mire Shed and Checkerboard Cave.
Oh, I see. Sailor Jade forgot to open this chest under Mothula.
And it was Ether required for Mire, Vanilla Ether. And unfortunately, we don't have that one. The one medallion we have is the one that's hook shot. Now that's more like it. And mushroom. Mire's Shed pretty packed today.
Yeah, so that's all our fetch quests. And Sandra's also going to check Spike Cave. Don't remember anyone doing this yet.
No, this is something new. So we're getting a lot of new checks here. Checkerboard Cave coming up, and then Spike Cave. Checkerboard not paying off, sadly. Oh, Sandra's forgot to turn his Matt Cape on and takes a death.
Oh, he caught a fairy right before it.
Oh, okay. He planned for that. Never mind.
And Simo heading up to Dark Death Mountain, so he'll get his boots and he'll be able to clear out all of Hookshot Cave, and got that ice rod, so he's actually able to full clear Turtle Rock.
Yeah, he's been very efficient with it.
He needs the Quake.
Yeah, we still need that Quake medallion. We still have not found any of the medallions yet. But yeah, very efficient routing. He's got that hook shot now, so he can do everything over here that he missed before. So again, efficient routing can make all the difference, as we're seeing here, because he's got a very substantial lead at this point. Sailor Jade getting her Dumper Sword out of Graveyard Cave.
Yep. Yeah, having the boots definitely makes this a quicker check, so I can understand going out of your way to do this. Now, did Simo check checkerboard cave? I don't recall.
Yes, he did. There was
that.
nothing there.
Okay.
He did.
So Simo starting off with Super Bunny Cave. I don't think anything was here, but we do have 3 new checks in Hookshot Cave that he'll be able to do.
Could be interesting there. After this, after getting this, and we still need to get those flippers out of the library. The only other thing that's in fully in logic is catfish.
Well, once we get those flippers, Swamp is going to be fully unlogicked.
That might be a scary thought there, because that's still a pendant dungeon. Then again, if there's one thing we learned about these randomizers, always check pendant dungeons. All right, let's see what else we got here in Hookshot Cave. Not much starting things out. Last one. Garbage.
Okay. Nothing there, yeah. So we're going to have...
Fox now activating his flute.
Oh, another thing that is in logic is Ice Palace. That's fully clearable. So I think that'll probably be Simo's next play.
Simo remembering to check that tablet, gonna get his boots.
All right, so we got a minute now. I just want to shout out to our trackers, Dark Diplomat and Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna, doing a great job for us.
Always keeping us on task here. I always consider them the trackers are the unsung heroes of these randomizer races, because they don't get enough love. So yeah, definitely a shout out to them.
All right, Sanders picks up those flippers. I imagine he's going to have to head towards Thieves Town soon.
Yeah, he hasn't done that yet. And actually, now with the flippers, actually, no, he still needs to get the hook shot first. Once he gets that, he'll be in full Ice Palace will be full clearable.
Yeah, he's going to do a couple of the boots checks first, but I imagine he'll be heading to Ice fairly soon. And with that Cane of Samaria, we'll be able to clear Ice Palace the quick way using that Icebreaker glitch.
Yeah, that'll save them a bit of time if they know how to do it. Oh, chat brings another good point. Waterfall Wishing's now also in play. And since we get the mushroom with that hook shot, can also make a stop over at the potion shop and turn that.
Yeah, that's a nice thought. We could actually route that in with Catfish too, with the mirror.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a very good efficient routing setup there if someone wants to do that.
Looks like Simo's just going to turn in the mushroom straight away. It's quick enough to do with the flute anyway, so you may as well just do this.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, let's see what the mushroom's worth.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oof.
Looks like Simo has tons of money, so he's going to pick up a few blue potions here.
Always a good idea. Stock up when you can.
So we're about an hour and 4 minutes into the race, and we are getting closer to go mode, but we still have 3 items we need to find. We need both medallions that we don't have, Ether and Quake, and we're also going to need a bow.
Oh, keep your eye on Simo. He's heading to the Ice Palace. I always get a laugh out of the fact that we call this it's called Ice Palace, because I live out in Florida, and in Tampa for the longest time one of the stadiums we had was called the Ice Palace.
Is that where the Lightning play?
Yeah. I think they've changed it since then. It's no longer called that, but it used to be.
Ah. They're all named after corporations now.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we got Tropicana Field. What does that tell you?
I like the suggestion in chat, the Igloo of Evil.
Yeah, I might keep that.
Alright, so it looks like Simo is going to give us this icebreaker glitch. So this is a fairly recently discovered glitch, just a few months ago. And what he's going to do is he's going to use the Cane of Samaria to get him kind of stuck in the doorway. And when you're stuck in the doorway, if you kind of use the right movements, it'll just push you right through that wall. And this saves you a whole bunch of time. And Simo gets it, no problem.
Very nicely done there. Oh, and there's the bow. Ice Palace was indeed the play.
All right, so now we can go ahead and do Eastern and maybe dip into Pod. Of course, we got 2 more items in Ice Palace to see.
We just found the big key. Good timing for Simo. He can check the big chest on the way in case it has something.
Looks like he's skipping the iced tea room for now. He might go back to it later.
Nice use there. Oh, just the compass. Not what we was hoping for.
Yeah, Simo's going to go back for iced tea. I think we've only seen 1 item in ice. So there is an item in iced tea room and 1 on the boss.
I think so, yeah. I think if I'm... Of course, gotta love good old Nintendo Ice and how slippery it is.
Oh, Simo taking a tumble there. Oh, look at this. Sailor Jade is heading towards Pod.
Yeah, bit of a gamble here.
Yeah, this is
unless there's a medallion there, it's not going to pay off very well. Oh, there's our other item.
Wonder if she may not feel entirely comfortable in Ice Palace, and that's why she's doing this, or maybe she just feels like gambling. Who knows?
Hard to say. But she will indeed be heading into what Dr. Bob Task and I like to call the Mullet Mansion. And for those who are wondering why we call it that, it's very simple. When it comes to Pod, most of the keys tend to be towards the front of the dungeon, while most of the non-dungeon items tend to be towards the back. So like any good mullet, it's business to the front, party in the back.
Indeed. So meanwhile, Simo coming up on Cold Stare. Gonna have to use the Bombos medallion here because it doesn't have quite enough magic. Well, unless he wants to pop one of those blue potions. which he does immediately.
Yeah, he pretty much pulled that one out. All right. So yeah, he's gonna go for fire rod. And thankfully he's got half magic, so he'll use half his magic, and he's got tempered sword, so this will be a really decent fight. Heck, he didn't even really need it. He was just fire rodded him to death. Oh, and I think he must have found the other item because that's the small key, so he's cleared.
Yeah. All right, so I imagine he'll be off to Eastern next. I think, did we find all the items in Eastern? I think we did.
Yeah, we did find all the items in Eastern. However, bear in mind that Eastern is the other 5/6 crystal. So if he completes that next, he'll have Pyramid Fairy to consider.
Absolutely. And that'll make a really nice route, actually. You can do Pyramid Fairy, and then run up from the Pyramid to Catfish, and then Mirror, and do your checks at Waterfall Fairy. Although Simo hasn't actually picked the flippers up yet, it looks like.
Oh, he faked flipper to get the ice.
And Windfox finally going to get his boots here. So all our runners going fast now.
Oh, we didn't even notice this. Sailor Jade just picked up Butter Sword over in Pod.
It's a nice find. Nothing you're going to worry too much about, but it is nice to have.
Yep. So now she's just checking the Dark Maze.
Ooh, Windfox getting dead rocked.
Oh, Pod is required. Ether Medallion in Pod.
Hey, Pod paying off for Sailor Jade.
Yep. Always bet on Pendant Pod. It's what I said earlier. And she is out. Can't blame her on that one.
Yeah, I don't think she checked the Bollock side. She could have with the potion glitch, but decides, I think, to stay in logic here a bit. And she is going straight to Misery Mire.
Not a bad play, all things considered. It's one she can definitely full clear at this point. But this is going to give Sailor Jade a very distinct advantage here because she was the only one who's braved Pod so far, and it's paid off huge. I guarantee it's likely that most of our runners aren't going to be checking Pod for quite a while.
And Simo not quite getting the quick kill, but still a very fast kill and almost there. And that is crystal number 5.
Indeed.
So
more ways than one, because I believe that was crystal number 5 marked and number-wise, too. So, again, that opens up Pyramid.
All right, so new checks happening on the Simo side and on Sailor Jade's side here. Simo actually running to pick up those flippers first.
All right, first chest for Sailor Jade and Misery Mire. Oh, we have God Mire. Too bad we won't be able to actually use it, but hey.
And Windfox took a death. Where? I didn't see where that was.
Not a clue there.
And Simo is, I think, going to do Pyramid Fairy here. Yeah. So Pyramid Fairy, and then you can run up to Catfish, Mirror, do those flipper checks. So this is a pretty nice route here for Simo. We are getting an early catfish, though, from Sanders.
Yep, Sandre's getting a catfish check, not paying off, though. Windfox picking up their flippers now. Let's see what the Waterfall Wishing got for us since we're right there. And there's our fourth bottle with another B. He's just going to go ahead and dump that out right away. Not much else there, though.
So Sanders, I think I saw a blue potion and 3 fairies in his bottles. So he's pretty stocked up on the safeties now.
Yeah, he's good. All right, see, I'm going to quickly check the Pyramid Ledge since he hasn't been there yet. Let's see what the Pyramid Fairy's got in store. Anything good? Piece of heart and money. Yeah, I'm not surprised at this point. And right, I think Sailor Jade found the other item in Misery Mire because they're already on their way to Vitreous.
There's the hook shot for Sanders. And Sailor Jade making her way to Vitreous.
Yeah, we're running out of checks at this point. We're very likely looking at a required swamp play. We may have to have dipped at least 2 of the 3 pendant dungeons by requirement.
Yeah. Now there are a few checks left in Pod that Sailor Jade wasn't able to get to, so it's always possible that Pod has both our medallions. But besides Pod and Swamp, I can't think of much else that we haven't seen.
There isn't anything else. Again, I've been keeping track of all of our location checks, and yeah, the only 3 things I've got left on my map are Mire, Swamp, and Pod. That's literally it. All right, Sailor Jade gonna use Cape Strats on Vitreous with that Butter Sword. Should make it very easy here.
And we do
very
get
quick. And
oh, go ahead.
I was just commenting on how quickly she took down those small eyeballs. Very quick fight. Down goes Vitreous. Nicely done.
And just a small key there. I was going to say we did get confirmation on Windfox side there. That first item in Ice Palace was just 10 bombs.
And there's the scammer for Simo.
So if you're in
Jade
Simo's,
getting out of there. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're in Simo's shoes, do you go Swamp or Pod?
That's a good question, especially if I don't know which dungeon's gonna have items. I'd probably, it'd be a coin flip at this point because they're both pretty item dense dungeons. Pod has 5, Swamp has 6. Either one of them could have what we're looking for.
Simo, though, going to finish off the flipper checks first, and this makes sense. Windfox getting that icebreaker. And Sanders also heading into Ice Palace. And Simo's going Swamp, it looks like.
It'll be interesting to see what we get.
Yeah, again, the only thing we still need to find is that Quake medallion.
Yep. And then we'll be in no mode.
Sailor Jade, checking catfish.
All right, so here comes our run in Swamp Palace. Again, the only thing we're looking for is that Quake Medallion.
Well, first item in Swamp is a blue boomerang.
Not what he's hoping for here.
Yeah, chat brings up a good point. If Quake is in Swamp, Simo's probably going to go straight to Turtle Rock and not Pod.
Yeah, that might throw him off.
It won't be a
Then
big
again-
deal, but it will mean an extra mountain climb for him and just a
Yeah.
little bit of extra time. It's full clearing Turtle Rock.
Yeah, that's the same kind of thing that happened with Sailor Jade, but that was a little different because she, Meyer was out of the way no matter which way you go, so better to get it done quick.
And Simo going straight to the back. Not going to check left side just yet. But probably will come back for it.
If need be. If all 4 of the remaining items are down here on the left side, on the back end, that'll work out good.
We're going to see another one of those new glitches called Diver down here. Looks like Simo's going for the bomb setup. As Windfox begins cold stare here.
Nice setup there for Simo. Wow, both boomerangs in left in the back in Swamp Palace. So finds the big key. Simo's getting back out. He's like, oh, nope, got to go check that big chest. Don't want to leave that behind.
And Sailor Jade actually running out of Spike Cave instead of saving quitting. I think she might be headed up to Hera now. Yeah, someone in chat mentioned maybe Sailor Jade forgot about the flippers on the library.
It's very possible.
I see Mo having to do a second diver down there because of running back for that big chest. Just the map there.
Yeah, which means he's going to have to check left side swamp. Yeah. Poor Sailor Jade going to do Tower of Hera because she figures that's where the item was, but she's going to be disappointed and wasting your time.
Simo making really quick work of Argus there and is rewarded with 3 bombs.
And a red pendant, which is utterly useless as Windfox picks up their mushroom and hook shot over in the Meyer shed.
So let's see. There's at least one item on the left side. I know we saw the map. Let's see if Simo goes back for it. No,
he doesn't. He's getting out.
And he is not going to pot. Where's he going? Didn't he turn on the green pen? No, he's okay. Turns back. He's like, I gotta be.
He realized, oh wait, I gotta go.
And Windfox thinking for a moment and decides to make the pod play as well. No, Windfox is not going to pod. Windfox is going to catfish. I don't really understand this play, but okay.
Might be going the back, maybe just going up there and then check that, hit Pyramid Ledge if he hasn't already. No, he already did, because I think he did. So yeah, he's just checking this and he's going to come back down to pod.
So Sailor Jade getting her disappointment there off the green pendant. And she is looking at that menu screen. And I think that person in chat was right. She's forgotten the flippers.
Yep.
But we may not even need them. So she's just going to fake flipper into ice. Or to do the flipper checks, I guess.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on Simo's side, we haven't seen these checks here on right side pod.
Oh,
and there it is.
Oh, there it is. We are now in no mode, ladies and gentlemen.
And Simo looked like he was trying to decide whether to leave pod or not. And it's a good thing he's staying, except that he is going straight for the boss. I don't get this.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't dip out after this. I hope he goes back in, because that's where that ether medallion is, and that's all he needs for go.
Yeah, I hope he realizes this is a pendant, because it would make a lot more sense to do the back of pod before going to the boss.
Yeah, this makes little sense to me, and I don't like it.
Oh no! So Jade getting sniped.
Ugh, not good luck there.
Sumo almost gets the one cycle turtle room. So I guess we'll see what Helma has, even though we know it's not going to be required.
No. Could be silvers, though.
Could be.
Down goes the lizard. Nope, just a compass, which means he didn't even need waste of time. Oh, I thought he was going to mirror out there for a minute. They're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you can't mirror while the pendant is dropping. I think he wanted to avoid that pendant animation, but not going to work.
Oh, no, he's leaving it.
No.
No, Zemo, go back, go back!
Oh, this is
That's
really bad.
disappointing. Yeah, actually, I think Sandre is actually. I think, yeah, I saw that all three on his map. Ladies and gentlemen, if you check your phones, your watches, your timekeeping devices at this time, you will find that Sanjay's 316 has officially entered Go Mode time.
You know, I just checked my phone. I don't have the app that tells you when Sanders is in Go Mode.
Oh no, a blind pen pull from Simo! And he's about to be very disappointed.
I think he felt bad about that swamp play and just wanted to make a gamble, maybe. But he's got to get back to pod.
He has to. That's where he has to go. Because Sandre, he's got the lead still. Sandre still has to catch up. He's still got to do Eastern on top of everything else.
Yeah, but I think Simo has pretty much cleared like everything. So his options after Turtle Rock are going to be like left side swamp or the rest of pod. And I think he's going to choose pod first. Oh, and yeah, I think, did Windfox also get the ether? Or did he know about too?
I don't know. We'll have to check his menu next time he pulls it up.
Yeah, Chad has a good point. The two runners that made the Aga gamble are both the two runners that hit Go Mode first.
Go figure, huh?
So, yeah, at this point it looks like I think we can say Sanders might have the lead now. But I think it's going to be close.
It's definitely going to be a close race, yeah.
Sailor Jade, unfortunately, because of not doing the potion glitch in pod, I think is going to be in a pretty big hole here. But
Which is sad, because she was doing really good, too.
Yeah, she was. But I think between the other three runners, it's going to be fairly close.
Now, the one thing that might happen with Simo is since he's going to be full clearing Turtle Rock, most likely looking for that Ether Medallion, he may end up finding items the others will skip out on go-moding it. And if the Silver Arrows are here in Turtle Rock, that could be a way for him to catch back.
Yeah, Silver Arrows definitely going to save some time on Ganon.
Oh, wait a minute. Chat brings up a good point. Actually, Chat brings up a good point. We know for a fact it's Godmire, and Sandres is about to be going to be able to completely just go mode this dungeon. That's going to be a huge advantage.
Well, Simo is going to have a go mode Mire as well because Ether is going to be go mode for him. So really, it's only Sailor Jade who will have full cleared Mire.
Yeah, but I also do think that, bear in mind that Simo's not going to be go moding Turtle Rock, where the others probably will. So that might turn. That might also help.
Yeah, I mean, Turtle Rock it's one of those dungeons where go mode doesn't save you a lot of time. You still have to do most of the dungeon anyway, but it is a little bit of time. And honestly, I can't really fault Simo for noping out a pod. You know, he knows he's got a full Turtle Rock to clear. And he may have been feeling a bit behind because of that swamp play, but it's just too bad that he was actually well on the lead until that happened.
Yeah, it's a case of it wasn't a bad play, it was just the wrong play. There is a difference there. And he's going to check. This is one area where go moding it would have made a difference because he's going to be checking Mimic Cave, which will waste a couple of seconds.
Yeah. Sanders getting Vitreous down. I am a little slightly concerned about the arrow counts here. Sanders with 4 arrows, Windfox with 9, probably going to be using some of them on Vitreous. So you do need some arrows in GT, and you need a bunch of arrows if you have to fight Ice Armos. Although you could also use the Blue Cane on Ice Armos too. That's also an effective way to kill that boss.
Indeed.
Oh, Sanders read my mind there. Decides, you know what? I'm just going to purchase one of these arrow upgrades because not only does it increase your capacity, but it gives you a full refill on arrows.
Smart move on that one. Doesn't waste too much time with it, and it sets him up so that he can save more time later. I call that a good play.
Okay, so Simo now up to Laser Bridge. Probably gonna check all the chests here.
Yep, this is gonna hurt unless he finds silver arrows here.
Ooh,
but these lasers are not playing nice. He may end up having to open the door there.
Yeah, now he's got half magic and the blue cane, so if he gets into some trouble, he can do that. But okay, he got the laser skip there in the second one, no problem.
Still not finding much though.
Simo, just use your blue cane.
Yeah, you've got enough. Use your caper. Oh. Oh, that helps. He's got used his red potion there. No good items in Turtle Rock. Unless there's something on Trinex.
And Sanders heading into Turtle Rock, Windfox close behind. This will be the final dungeon for them.
All right, try next time for Simo.
Interesting using hammer strats when you've got a tempered sword. Tempered sword does the same damage as the hammer, but it's a lot easier to use.
Maybe force a habit, I would assume.
Perhaps.
Oh, nice quick kill there on the final phase. What does the rock snake have for us here? Nothing.
All right, well, at least he's got that crystal out of the way, but it is definitely a race now between Sanders and Windfox.
Yeah, it's between those two easily. Because even with Simo does finally go back to Pod, even if he goes right away to Pod, gets the Ether Medallion, has to go to Misery Mire, he still has to go all the way back up the mountain to get to GT. That's going to cost him time.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas Sandres and Windfox, once they're done here, they can go straight to GT and just be done with it.
Okay, Simo is going back to Pod, so that's good for him.
Good call. I think he's exhausted all his other options. He's like, it has to be here. He did, because I think he only had like one item left in Swamp, and he's like, no, it's got to be Pod, because I left a lot of items in Pod.
And we do see a vanilla big key in Turtle Rock, meaning we're not going to be able to safely skip the big chest. In fact, I think there was a key in the big chest, so we can't skip it for sure.
Nope.
And why is Sailor Jade? Oh, never mind. She's back in Pod now. So
Yeah, she didn't go this way.
Play.
Yeah, she's making the right call.
Yeah, for a second I thought she was going to Helmosaur. I was questioning that.
No, she sees that and she's gonna get right out of dodge. I wonder if she's a little displeased at finding the Quake Medallion right there.
Yeah, but that is going to be go mode for Sailor Jade. And Simo getting that butter sword out of the back of Pod. He'll be in go mode shortly. So we got kind of two races here. Windfox and Sanders very close to each other. Simo and Sailor Jade, I think, both have a full dungeon to complete. Although Mire will be definitely faster for Simo.
No matter what, this is going to be a very, very close race between our four runners. They'll probably be finishing up within minutes of each other.
Yeah, it's really going to depend on where's that GT big key and what routes do the runners take to get there.
Yeah.
This is one of those situations where that can make a big difference. Sanders just getting that big key, or small key rather. Not interested in anything else on Laser Bridge. Sanders now coming up to Trinax, and after that, guess where he's going to be heading?
He's going to be heading to that big old tower, so we're going to be playing our little game here very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get your guesses in yet. Hold that thought, but it's coming. Oh, almost got the quick kill, but couldn't quite pull it off there. But he still gets him down pretty quickly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there are 22 possible locations inside of Ganon's Tower where that big key could be hiding. Get your guesses in chat. Where do you think that big key is going to be? I'm going by lucky number 13.
I'm going to say number 1. I just like to guess 1.
Going for the big gamble, I see.
Yeah, this seed's been long enough. Let's let these runners just get on with it.
All right, well, let's get the count underway. Let's find out where that key's hiding.
Sanders going left, so the torch is going to be number 1, and that is a small key.
Not yet.
Windfox, meanwhile, also taking down Trinax, and that is crystal number 7 for him.
So he's gonna be following right behind Sandres. If he takes the opposite route and finds the big key first, that could be a big advantage for him, given how close they are. Number 2, number 3, no. Number 4. Big key at 4. So Sandres has definitely got a pretty good lead going into this now.
And the winner of the big key guessing game was Holcity, the only one guessing number 4. So good job there.
Get your bragging rights for the afternoon. And considering the loadout our Sandres and them have, this is going to be a very easy run for them. They've got a good amount of health. They've got Butter Sword, Red Nail. They've got, the only thing they're missing is Silver Arrows, which are probably hiding somewhere in GT, but we'll probably never find them.
Yeah, I think all these runners can get by without them.
Yeah, it's Butter Sword Silverless. I think they'll be okay. If it was Master Sword, they'd be desperately looking for that silvers, but Butter Sword, I think they'll survive.
I just noticed Sailor Jade never picked up those flippers.
Well, she didn't need them.
Sanders running into a bit of trouble here in the gauntlet. Gets a couple heart drops, though. And Windfox picked up his big key.
Very nice, very nice. Definitely going to be a very close race between those two. It's going to come down to execution, really. But yeah, there's a reason why this gauntlet is so notorious, because Lord, these enemies can hit hard, and those laser turrets don't play nice.
As Sailor Jade heading in towards Trinex, Simo making that run up the mountain. So I think Simo's probably going to get to GT a little bit ahead of Sailor Jade, but it's going to be close.
Yeah. Very nice one cycle there for Sandres, taking out Landmo 2. And yeah, Simo is going to be the third of our runners to head into the GT, but Sailor Jade not far behind. She's about to finish up on Trinex.
Nicely done. And Windfox taking a moment here to grab a couple fairies. So this is going to bleed a little bit of time to Sanders, who is all the way up to torches now.
Yeah, he's moving very efficiently on this run. Not even going to check this. Looks like he's not even going to check. Not even going to grab the key from the mini Helmet Stars. Doesn't need it because he's got enough keys, but still not going to check anything. Will he even check the inevitable conclusion, Jess, is my question.
He is going to check a couple chests here. Gets a heart container out of that one. And Sailor Jade is the final runner to open up Ganon's Tower.
Simo already got his big key. He is now heading up the gauntlet as we speak. So as long as she goes to the left side first, it'll pretty much be a pretty even run on this.
And another heart container in the mold arm chest. So no silvers. And Sailor Jade is going right first, unfortunately.
That's going to cost her some time, especially since she found the small key and the red shield. She's going to go full right side. That's going to cost her some time.
Well, unless she finds the silvers here.
Well, that might turn her around, but it's a big if. All right, Andre's now taking on Naka 2.
Now, this is exciting. You don't often have a daily race where all four runners are in GT at the same time.
No, it is very rare. That just shows you the skill of all four of our runners here.
Yeah, and this was a seed that almost kind of made you full clear a lot of the world. Really, the only place we didn't need to go was Swamp. And I guess Hera was nothing, too.
Yeah. Down goes Aka 2 for Sandres, and now it's time for the Big Pig.
So Butter Sword makes these first two phases pretty easy. Just need 6 slashes. Sanders gonna use the cape just to make no mistake here.
Yeah, though I'm pretty sure with everyone pretty much running on silverless, there's gonna be some torch glitches.
Yeah, you definitely want to get that torch glitch when it's silverless. Having to light both torches is such a pain.
Absolutely. Ganon teleport spamming right now. There he goes. Oh, didn't get the glitch. That's going to cost him some time.
Oh, no.
And we can confirm the silvers were indeed at GT. So they were probably further in the left side.
I hope Sanders has some potions, because I don't think he's got enough magic to finish this fight off.
No. Now the trick with silverless Ganon is there's like a brief frame or two of oh no! A Ganon Vault the worst time.
And that is that's bad news for Sanders. Although, on the bright side, this does give him another chance to get that torch glitch.
That's true. But he's definitely going to have to refill his magic at this point. And he's also going to make sure to grab this fairy here on the way.
He's going to try, though.
Oh, fairy wasn't nice.
Wasn't cooperating. It's okay. I'm pretty sure Sanders has at least one fairy in bottle, if not several.
And he's probably got some potions on standby.
Okay, so take two. We're going to Ganon for Sanders, as Windfox is off to Ganon, and Simo is up to Agatu. So we might be seeing three runners on Ganon all at the same time.
Oh, this is intense. This is scary intense. This could very well come down to execution and a little bit of luck, depending on how Ganon wants to cooperate with each of these runners.
Yeah, the for the first try at Ganon, the RNG is fixed, so all the runners are going to get the same patterns. But since this is Sanders' second try, that goes out the window. Hey, Sanders making 100% sure to get that torch glitch. And he's on phase 4. Windfox now on phase 3 as Simo is headed towards Ganon.
Oh, this is ooh. I don't remember the last time I've seen a race this close.
Alright, Sanders popping that blue potion. Missing a spin there. And Fox, I think, got the torch glitch. Yep.
Ooh. Now it's just a matter of time. As long as neither of these guys get knocked into the pit, they should be good.
Ooh, Windfox getting a silver hit there. Don't want that.
Gotta be careful. Sanders is very close. Should be almost done by this point. Another hit should do it, I think. Almost. Oh, almost got it. One. Oh, this Ganon is stubborn. And that's bacon! So now we just gotta wait for Thunderous to enter the door. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Sanjay's 316 has taken first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 10 seconds.
And now it's a battle between Simo and Windfox. Both have been missing a few shots here.
And we got Sandra joining us here on the call. Congratulations on your victory there, Sandra.
I don't even. I thought I was dead after going into Aga and finding everything. I thought I was dead in the water.
And Windfox takes down Ganon as well. And Simo takes a Ganon fall.
Oh no! Sailor Jade has a chance to catch up now. But let's see. Let's wait for Windfox to enter the door. And he finishes in second place with a time of 1:59.56 and actually improves his PB by a whole 50 seconds.
Now suddenly we're back to Simo and Sailor Jade having a close race here.
Indeed. And now we've got Windfox joining us here in the call. Windfox, GG, my friend.
GG Sanders beat me by about 50 seconds.
I had a Ganon fall. I was like, how am I? It was like a progression of, okay, I'm in Go mode before first place. Okay, that's normal for me. I'm entering the tower before first. Okay. I'm in the climb. What's going on?
What happened, in all honesty,
was it honestly that trap?
What happened, what actually happened was the two runners who had been in the lead for the most part, Simo and even Sailor Jade, they both dipped out of pod before getting both pet medallions, and that cost them.
Oh no, yeah, I dipped. Yeah, I dipped pod and did pretty much the whole.
All right, Simo on to phase 3 here, Sailor Jade on phase 2. So we do have a pretty exciting race here for third place. So let's just follow this for a second and then we'll get to the interviews.
Indeed. Yeah, that's how close this came between all four of you guys. The fact that within like 5 minutes of each other, you all have gotten to Ganon. I don't think I've ever seen a race this close on a day.
For sure. Sailor Jade on phase 3. Let's make sure she gets the torch glitch too. Oh no, getting some fire bats. And taking a bump. But
she's setting up
on top of that torch.
Yep, she is not letting that torch glitch get away. And just gotta be careful not to fall into the pit and take too many Ganon hugs, but they're doing good so far, keeping that torch just lit, hitting every chance they can. And that's bacon for Simo. So Simo will enter the room. That is time for him. 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 49 seconds. And right as he does that, Sailor Jade takes down the big pig.
All right. Let's get some GGs in chat for all four of our runners putting on a really exciting race. And what a finish.
Sailor Jade will take last place here with 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 8 seconds.
Yeah, so all runners finishing within 4 minutes of each other. What a close race.
Absolutely.
All right, so funny enough, the two runners that did AGA, and it wasn't required, end up coming in first and second place. So Sanders, you were by far the first person. You actually went to AGA without the Moon Pearl. Before even doing like Eastern and stuff. What was your thinking there?
My thought there was since I had already done Saha and then I bailed out on Eastern, what my plan was is I went to get Hera, get the green. That way, if by some reason Pearl is on the pyramid, I can take that green pendant, mirror to get whatever is at green pendant before I get into Eastern proper. It was like I was trying to be cheeky with the routing, and it just did not pay off. But then the boots routing became
Yeah, we saw that. Actually, Sailor Jade, who was actually waiting for us, let's see if we can bring her in here. And we got Sailor Jade joining us here on the call. GG, Sailor Jade. Oh, I think she's still getting set up here.
GG, thank you.
Ah. So yeah, we were actually just talking about the boots routing. You were the first one. You were like, I think you were the only one that actually checked that ether tablet to see the boots there. What was your thought process when you saw that?
I just wanted to file it away, and as soon as I got another sword upgrade, if I was in a good spot to go get it, that was the first thing I was going to.
Yeah, for sure. You had the boots way before anyone else did. But the unfortunate thing for you was you went into pod. You were the first person to go into pod, and you got that ether medallion, so it was looking pretty good for you. And then it turned out you left the Quake medallion behind. Did you ever consider potion glitching in there?
I know potion glitching would have been the answer, but I haven't been able to get that done yet. A lot of the special tricks I haven't been able to get my hands to let me do, so that's why I don't do them.
Okay. Yeah, it was just unfortunate then. You also never went to pick up the flippers. Did you maybe forget where they were?
Yes, where were they?
They were in the library.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Well, it worked out for you at least because you were able to fake flipper ice, and it kept you out of Swamp Palace, which had absolutely nothing.
Pendant swap without a pet seat is a place I don't like to.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks to you guys for being on the restream. It was a really, really exciting race. Really glad to have commentated this one.
Same.
Yeah, I guess we'll start to wrap things up soon. Windfox, we haven't actually heard from you. Did you have any thoughts on the seed?
It was a lot of fun. I mostly was just not taking it serious, so that's why I just kind of left Aga until last and was hoping on that Moon Pearl on the ledge like Sanders did.
Yeah. Yeah, you did that before Magic Bat, I think.
Yeah, and then once I realized the Magic Bat was literally my last check, I was like, well, Moon Pearl has to be there, which is going to route me directly into...
Yeah, I think everyone almost last located that Moon Pearl. I guess you actually did, if you count the Pyramid Ledge.
I don't really now for that.
What's that?
I don't feel nearly as bad for finding that Moon Pearl really late.
Yeah, I mean, the saying goes, better to last locate something at the beginning of the seed than at the end of the seed.
Yeah. And to be fair, Magic Bat's not something you normally think it would be like a valuable check. So normally nobody thinks about it, but it's like in this case it was like, nah, crud, that's the last spot we gotta go to. No, it's gotta be.
Yeah, I think I let off one quick sword slash when I got through it. And I was like, dang it. And then I was like, I'm sure everyone was wondering what is up with his routing with some of those checks I did.
Yeah, from what it sounds like, Sandra, so it sounds like we had very similar routing in the beginning of the...
Actually, you, Windfox, you and Sailor Jade were like in sync for like most of the early part of the race. Like literally in sync.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I remember you guys opened Desert at the exact same time. Like the things were moving around like perfectly in sync. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. I don't see any sign of Simo, so I guess he won't be joining us.
He's in the Twitch chat.
Oh, he's there. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I think that's going to do it, though, for us. One final shout out to our trackers, Dark Diplomat and Mr. Scruff. Did an excellent job for us today. And, of course, my co-com, The Shades. A lot of fun calming with you.
And a pleasure working with you as well, my friend. Make sure you give all of us, and especially give our runners, Simo, Winfox470, Sandres316, and Sailor Jade a follow on Twitch. Show some love after such an incredible race. They deserve every bit of attention for that. And of course, make sure you guys follow all of our channels, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6. Let me just mute that. Bad timing. Thank you. Make sure you follow our channel, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, for all the upcoming races we've got. Not only this, we've got a whole bunch of tournaments going on right now. So make sure you guys keep a track on all of that. I believe we actually have the bracket reveal for the Super Metroid Link to the Past combo randomizer happening later tonight, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. But in the meantime, we want to thank you guys for joining us as always. On behalf of everyone in the Speed Gaming family, my name is The Shades, and we will see you guys next time. Rock on!